What's up everybody, my name's Chance and today we're hopping back into Standard 2021 Ranked and we are going through another mono color deck, and this is going to be Mono White Lifegain for the most part. We do have some weenies in here, but again it's Lifegain. So you'll notice a common theme across the decks that I'm going to be playing in these Standard 2021 matches, and I'd like to go ahead and preface this by saying probably 50 to 60% of the matches I play are up against Cycling and Euro decks. So Soul God Lantern it's about to be a staple of at least this format, right? So make sure you're running this in almost every single deck. Even if you're running Cycling, it's great against the mirror matches and great against Euro, right? So aside from the Soul God Lantern that is, staple, we are using the new Johnny's Pride Mate Hallowed Priest 2-mana 1/1 that reads whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Hallowed Priest. Outside of that, we have some other strong cards in All That Glitters. We have Charming Prince, which allows us to gain life, scry, or bounce a creature, which I don't think we ever really need to bounce a creature for this deck unless we just want to bounce Basri's Lieutenant for an extra counter, but that seems a little awkward, right? Down here in our lower end, we have 4 copies of Alseid to help protect our creatures as well as build up our enchantments for All That Glitters. Fight as 1 helps protect our creatures, as we do have Speaker of the Heavens and Charming Prince, as well as Hallowed Priest that are all humans, and we have Daxos, Hallowed, Archon, Alseid, all that are non-humans, right? As well as Selfless Savior, which we can sacrifice and give target creature indestructible. Sentinel's Eyes I recommend only running 1 or 2 copies of, as it does have Escape, and it's a very cheap, easy card to throw down and boost up with All That Glitters, right? Gives your creature +1/+1 and Vigilance, which is super awesome. Speaker of the Heavens already comes with Vigilance and Lifelink, which is really great. If you throw All That Glitters on it, it can swing in, gain you tons of life, and then start creating angels for you, which is a very awesome strategy for this deck, right? Daxos is going to allow you to gain life whenever creatures enter the battlefield or leave the battlefield, or rather die, I should say, because whenever they get exiled, it does not work. His toughness is going to be equal to your devotion to white, and since this is a mono white deck, you don't really have to worry about that. He's going to have plenty of toughness, which means he's going to be a great defender, and he's an enchantment, so again, building towards that All That Glitters. Banishing Light is some good removal. Hallowed is another enchantment and a great card in general. It's basically a Johnny's Pride Mate that you get to select the creature you want to put it on. So whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control, and for 2 mana, another target creature you control gains lifelink until end of turn. We have Linden, which means every time we swing in with a white creature, which they're all white creatures, we're going to gain life. Every time we gain life, it's going to proc Hallowed or Hallowed Priest, right? So all that is really nice in combo. Basri's Lieutenant, since we have so many +1/+1 counters coming down, of course we're going to get board wiped here, there, and everywhere more than likely, so this helps keep our creatures alive. And then last but not least, we have Archon of Sun's Grace. Since we're playing so many enchantments and we're so built up around lifelink and all that, it's great to have a flyer in your deck, right? One that can just go overhead and you don't really have to worry about it, not to mention the fact that it creates multiple Pegasus, which can of course lead to your victory. So all that being said and out of the way, if you have Castle Ardenvale, by all means throw it in there. I only have 1 copy, so I'm only running 1 copy. And of course 22 lands seems like enough, as it is the best of 1 format, so it's going to give you an optimum hand, and that's kind of good in these scenarios. So all that being said and out of the way, we're going to hop into the matches. Again, there won't be a deck tech wrap up for these matches or for these decks because I want them to be good just in themselves. So if you have any recommendations, post them down in the comments, and of course like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you want to see more. Without further ado, let's hop into the good stuff. To chew, I choose you. Instead of Pikachu. Anyways, this seems like a fine hand. Speaker, Daxos, all that, and Banishing. So Speaker first, and then I guess it's dependent. If they don't have a creature down, we can All That Glitters on the Speaker and get in for damage. If they do have a creature down, we can go for Daxos and have a little bit better of a board. We'll see. I'm a little worried they might be playing mono red though, just from this. By the way, awesome sleeve art. Okay, just a little Fable Passage. I'm not worried. Let's go Speaker. Let's go. Or how's the cheer go? Let's go. Dun 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 dun. Sorry. You can tell I'm not a huge sports fan. I'm not against sports by any means. I just don't actively watch it, if that makes sense. I did this because we drew out the Linden, so we can gain more life if we have more creatures, right? Oh boy, Simic Ramp. Alright, so do y'all think they have a Yugen? Do you think that's the route we're seeing here? I don't want to overcommit creatures, so I'll just do this. We'll get in 5 damage. It's solid. We go up to 24. How much do we need for you? Okay, so actually on this next turn, we can swing in, and Speaker can start creating tokens. So we really don't need to commit Linden to the board then. I gotta get better about that too. Like, don't overcommit, Chance. You know, if you got an army, and you got an army that's building, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Alright. Wanted the Alseid to get down before we went to attack. That way, when we go to attack, 1, we're dealing extra damage with Speaker. 2, we can protect the Speaker with Alseid, right? In case they have like, oh, I'm going to bounce. No, no, no. We have an Alseid. Of course, I guess they could have a flash creature. But I don't know any 3-mana flash creature that can deal with Speaker as is, right? Bada bing, bada boom. That's how it's done, son. I'm still not committing the Linden to the board. And we can use Speaker at instant speed, so we don't need to do that right now, right? But I think we have lethal on board. Right? We have 4 from the Speaker, 4 from... I was going to say 4 from the Speaker, 4 from the Angel, and then 3 from Daxos and Alseid, equaling a total of 11. Which, I mean, we still do if we Banishing Light their Solemn, right? Oh no, you can only do that on your turn! Oh, I'm so... just... Y'all gotta tell me these things. I need like a little sideline man just here, like, hey Chance, don't forget this. Alright. Well, we would have had lethal. And it was just a Thassus. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll do it this turn though, don't you worry. There we go. Yes, very nice. Oh. Oh. That serves me right. That serves me right. I made a misplay. I deserve to pay for it. Who cares if it was a 1-turn misplay? You made a misplay, Chance. Now you're gonna lose. That's about how it goes, huh? We can't even throw down like Linden and Speaker because they... Alright. GG! Yugen! Fuck! Right to live. I like that. A little scary as far as the mana goes, but maybe we can pull it out. Y'all know how I feel about mulliganing, and I feel like if I mulligan here, I'm only gonna go down to 2 more lands, right? We'll keep it, we'll see how it goes. I'm interested to see how Hallowed Priest works out anyways. It's kind of like the new Johnny's Pride Mate. Up against a Death Touch deck, maybe? Yeah, Death Touch. Wow. Look at all these tiny little 1/1s. Why are they just hovering over Helia? Well, that's 2 ram throughs down. Oops. So far, I'm not really seeing like actual threats in their deck, though. Like, yeah, I'll take these trades. So what? I'll also just keep gaining life. Yeah, now what do you do now that you're all out of top decking 1/1s and 2/1s? You just keep swinging at me? Interesting. Interesting. Right to live, they've seen enough. So the deck's 2-0 now. Mini guy, gonna be our first foe for the day. Yeah, I'm a little low on land, honestly, but I still like the hand, so we'll keep it. What we'll probably end up doing is go Alseid, Charming Prince, Scry, see what we have in there. Or maybe we can go Daxos and then into Charming Prince. But I don't want to just throw down all that glitters, not until I have another creature and then I can use the Alseid. Goodness, voice crack. Then I can use the Alseid to protect said other creature, right? It looks like our opponent... cycling. If I say they're either playing cycling or they're playing their own version of mono white, mono black deck with Lourdes, right? But we can probably expect to see a whole lot of these cycling decks today. We do want that plains. Trying to think about everything that cycling has. I don't know if I want the Selfless Savior or not. I don't think we'll need it because we already have the Alseid. So we can swing it with the 2/4. Keep getting them down little by little. Alright, and then they should cycle on our turn as well, right? Yeah. We could go for the Banishing Light on their Valiant Rescuer. If we do, they're still going to get a 1/1. We can still swing it with our 2/4. Yeah, I think it's better to go ahead and get the Valiant Rescuer now rather than when they get 4 tokens out of it, right? So we'll take it. We could also go ahead and swing with Charming Prince, actually, just to get rid of the 2 1/1s. I think that's fine. Because Charming Prince isn't an enchantment or anything, so it's not like it builds up all that glitters. And this ensures that if we throw down on all that glitters on our next turn and the opponent doesn't have a creature down, we just get to smash face, right? And we'll have 1, 2, 3 enchantments down, so +3/+3. Dranith Healer, that's a little annoying. And let's see if they play another creature. No, they're just going to cycle. Unfortunately, we don't have a human down quite yet, but that will come in handy eventually. So let's go ahead and all that glitters here. Alright, Daxos is 6-9. If there wasn't for that line, it'd be dirty. Alright, so we're just going to start destroying all their creatures, basically. No, they're just taking that one on the face. Well, I mean, it makes sense, because Drannith Healer heals them 1, so they essentially only took 4 there if they cycle 2 here. Obviously, all that glitters on Alseid still would have been pretty good, as it would have allowed us to gain life. Might even have been the correct play there. Then we could have been swinging in with both creatures, right? Another Drannith Healer. Well, that's really annoying. They should chum block one away here, though, right? Could go ahead and Banishing Light one of them. Then we won't have any mana, though, to protect our Daxos if need be. Let's just go for a Hallowed Priest. We still have Fight as one, so we can protect the Priest and our Daxos. And this gives us more life, bigger creature, all that good stuff, so. Alright, now they cycle. Cycle, cycle, cycle. Oh boy, I love that I have to resolve all this shit. And one more. Yeah, there we go, look at that. Alright. We're almost there. Almost. We might throw something like a Ruined Halo, honestly, in the deck. Just protect us from cycling. If it's going to be like cycling every single game today, it's not a bad idea. If you have Ruined Halo, just toss it in there. Alright, so they will chum block with their... What's it called this turn? Ooh, that's really good. I say we take the Stinger. I say we take the Stinger. There we go. Alright, so opponent's down to 9. If they do have a Zenith Flare, they only have 10 cards over here, so they can't exactly kill us. Lourdes. And a Drannith Healer. That makes sense to protect them. And then probably cycling from there. The real unfortunate thing is I can't give any of our creatures protection from white to just finish the job off quite yet, so... We will aim for that, though, so we're going to throw down Basri's Lieutenant and put a counter here. And maybe our Hallowed Priest will get big enough to where it can just swing in and finish him, right? So that they will have to double block here if they don't want me to have lethal come next turn. They're not, they're just gonna single block. Wow. Oh, no, yeah, right. I'd have to gain 2 life. I don't know how I can do that. Well, shit. Let's see, how could we? Because this cost us all of our mana. Selfless Savior, that's really annoying. These cycling fuckers, they just don't like to lose, huh? 12 cards in their graveyard. They're waiting until they can 2-shot me, I'm sure. Probably get down either another Drannith Healer or maybe a Flourishing Fox to build something up against us, right? Let's see, if we can hit a creature though, then we can sacrifice Alseid. I think we can hit lethal. Right? Unless they have instant speed Zenith Flare, but even still with instant speed Zenith Flare, like deal 12, right? Yeah, because every card has. I don't love it, but you gotta try, right? So let's see. Can we lethal them? They got the flare. Fuck! Or maybe not. Maybe they have more cycling. Maybe they have cycling and then the flare, right? Ah, that is correct. Cycling and then the flare. Oh my goodness, mini guy, you're so good. So not predictable. Alright, so another flare? Is this our demise? No, not another flare. That's a surprise. Alright, well, nothing left to do now except swing all in. I think after this game, we're gonna go and go throw an exile graveyard card in our deck, so we don't have to deal with this all day, right? Probably should do that for all of our decks that we're playing in this meta, right? Unfortunately, you know, cycling is what cycling is. How many cards y'all have? 19. We're gonna go ahead and call it GG. Yeah. Bello gonna be our next foe. I'm gonna keep this because I like the all that glitters. We don't have many enchantments here, but I do enjoy all that glitters. If they don't play a if they don't play a creature, yeah, right, Chance. Yeah, right. They don't play a creature. That's funny. So it is cycling again. That's nice. First 20 minutes of my morning, 2 cycling decks. Makes me feel like it's the tension. You will sit here and you will watch the same video for an hour, and yeah, you're not gonna have fun with it. They're gonna play the same 5 cards over and over and over again, and you're gonna love it. God damn it! Alright, so I do want to take the stinger out, obviously, but the fox can get huge, so, like, I don't fucking know. Tomato, tomato, you know what I mean? Let's just fucking hit one of them. That's all that matters. I'm gonna take the fox out because I don't want him removing my Speaker of the Heavens. I want Speaker to get big. We only have to gain 2 more life, people, and then we're there. We're making angels. We're making them rain. Raining angels. Oh, look at you. So spicy. Can I hit a land here and get my Archon down? That'd be beautiful. Thanks. Ooh. You know, I didn't expect that to happen necessarily. Now, I could swing in with Speaker and have it die, I guess. Let's not do that. Let's just get down to cheeky little Archon. And we'll leave our Speaker there. Now, unfortunately, they have a Valiant Rescuer, which means they're just going to be getting more and more and more, and they're dealing 4 points of damage. Well, maybe not. Dealing just 2 points of damage. Hey, we're getting off on a little break here. Obviously, we're looking for our exile cards, right? And then what you do is you put it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Hey, opponent. Have you ever seen one of these before? You know what that looks like? It looks like a fun fucking time for me. The opponent's like, well, shit. Yeah, sorry to do it to you, buddy, but, you know, play that fucking card now, bitch. Thank you. I just gained my 4 life real quick. No biggie, no biggie. 1 more life and we would have had enough for speaker. That's cool. So, you see, this is kind of the nice thing about the cycling decks is like they're terrible until you get what you need. One exile graveyard card and you're like, ooh, okay, cool. You use that Zenith Flare, and then I'll instant speed exile everything, and you'll deal 0 damage, gain 0 health, and I'll feel like a god. Ha ha ha. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. They're taking out my Linden. You bitch. They don't like the constant life gain. I mean, I guess I can understand it. My turn. It's my turn. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, Archon, you get on in there. Boop. Down to 11. Activate ability. Cool beans. We're up to 29 health. They're down to 11. We have 2 creatures in the sky that can't even hope to... Okay. So how well did that work out for you, huh? Yeah. Nice.